Hello, this is the Georgia Freeman here. I'm going to start trying to be a little more active on my channel and focus more on personal individual freedom. I'm just going to admit that I live in America and I definitely don't feel that particularly free. So I try to act free, and I'm going to go and discuss how I go about acting in that free state of mind. But let's be realistic. Um, I paid more taxes than I ever have this year, and the reason I pay taxes is that there's a man with a gun that will come after me if I don't. And believe me, I've tried to not pay taxes. And the other thing is, I've got a conventional job, meaning while I have some deeply agorist tendencies, when I was a young man, I was not clever enough to be a Vin Armani, or I didn't have the issues to where I, was able to be agorist in nature. I'm old enough that I grew up with the thinking, get an education and get a good job. And I will tell you that, I kind of followed that path. But there are some golden handcuffs that come with that. And with that means my money is seen by the government and stolen from at a very high rate right this second. And I resent it deeply because I can tell you that if you try and, in my mind, morally protect your money for your family or to donate and give to those that you want to, they will actively come and take it from you. And they have wiped out my entire check before because I don't like paying the government for all the things that they take our money from, primarily paying back the debt so that they can obscure war and vote buying. And those two things, in the greater sense of the bureaucracy of government, really, really haunt me. So I'm just going to go on and try and do a little different expression of how I do my best to express a free and independent thinking as I get older. So some of those things that we do freely are, I do work as hard as I possibly can to, in my mind, morally pay the least amount of taxes that I can. I do try to live my life differently than we do have the other people that I know. By differently, I simply mean, going our own way for our family. I like to try and learn independent life. I'm a do-it-yourselfer. I, pay as few taxes as I can. I fight the government at every chance. I've learned to fight in court independently. I fight tickets. I don't like to be fucked with. I know how to deal with the police. I homeschool. I'm, a moderate prepper. I like to try and, I believe strongly in private property. I live in a neighborhood that pretty much leaves me alone. I live closer into town than I'd like to because of fucking taxes. But anyways, all that stuff goes on is I try and live more freely, but really what I try to do to be free is to open the free mindset to my children so that they can go and be free. They're not state worshipers, and hopefully they'll find some other way to live than just pay the government, to live under the thumb of the government. We're radical homeschoolers, and who knows, that maybe I'm wrong, but we have a pretty good family life, and if I'm wrong and that unschooling ends in something other than an independent, free-minded child that can find a way to live on their own and live life on their own terms, well then, I'm responsible and I'll take care of it in that sense. But other than that, I don't think they'll be one of the ones contributing to the war machine. I don't think they'll sacrifice their life for the government. I think I'm growing a better human being that will be out there trying to live a prosperous, free, independent life of happiness, freedom, and peace. Now, I am I am one. I'm just a propertarian. I'm a gun guy. I'm definitely believe in individual property. I believe in that non-aggression principle. I believe in the right to refuse, the right to accept. And I believe in everything that says that, don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. And in the reality of the world, there's one big gang that wants to fuck with you if you somehow expose yourself to them all the time. And I'm going to try and show a little bit better how I try and deal with that stuff. And really then how I try and live in a context where my family is able to maybe think differently. So anyways, the Georgia Freeman, trying a new way to be active and be available to discuss how to live free in an unfree world as much as possible. In your own little way, we could do it much better, but we do the best we can. And I want to share my example.